Welcome to Air Premia, the world's first hybrid airline and quite possibly one of the nicest flights you'll ever experience. Today's adventure begins in the vibrant city of Bangkok, Thailand. After soaking up the sights and maybe once again losing a few brain cells in the process, we're off to Korea, the one without a rocket man. Although both Thailand and Korea are in Asia, this continent is very large, which means our flight will take almost 6 hours. The ideal airline for this journey? Air Premia. As a hybrid airline, it offers a unique blend of comfort and affordability, delivering a premium experience without a premium price tag. Founded in 2017 in Seoul, South Korea, and commenced service in 2021, Air Premia boasts a modern fleet of 5 Boeing 787s flying to 9 exciting destinations across Asia, Europe and North America. One of these destinations is Bangkok Suvernabhumi International, the larger of 2 airports serving Thailand's capital. While Suvernabhumi is only about 35 kilometers outside of Bangkok, the city's infamous traffic can turn that short distance into a 2-hour cab ride. If you don't have too many bags and don't mind standing for some time, you can also take the airport rail link that connects Bangkok with Suvernabhumi in about 30 minutes. It's already night when we arrive at the airport and the excitement is building. Luckily, we've still got plenty of time on our hands. In Zurich at like 11 they close or 11:30.
Even if Saturday, normally people should stay at home.
326, right?
Yeah.
มีค่าทางด่วน25 บาท
And highway.
How much? BKK is as busy as always. It's one of the biggest hubs in Southeast Asia, handling about 50 million passengers every year, which is a lot. From here, you can jet off to around 140 destinations across 5 continents with 110 different airlines. And since March 2022, Air Premia has joined the party. As we approach the check-in counter, we notice it's not open yet. Normally, Air Premia offers the convenience of online check-in, complete with a separate line to speed things up. However, our online check-in wasn't available because an additional document verification was required. This extra step seems to be a requirement for all non-Koreans, at least on this flight. Yeah.
I think this is your boarding pass from Bangkok to Incheon. Boarding time is 10:10. Boarding gate number F5, and you have 2 baggage check-in over here. Please board at gate before 10:30. Okay?
Yeah. This check-in is done. Agent was very friendly, and then let's go. Now, let's talk about Air Premia's unique setup. They offer a 2-class hybrid cabin that's a bit different from other airlines. First, there's a Premia 42 class, which offers premium comfort at a lower than average cost. Then there's Economy 35, featuring wide seats and a mind-blowing 35 inches of legroom. However, they don't have the traditional business or first class, which means no included lounge access. But if you have a priority pass, Bangkok's got plenty of lounges to choose from. Today, we're feeling fancy and decide to check out the KLM Air France lounge, conveniently located close to our gate. Okay, no, this isn't the lounge review, but I have to say this lounge was absolutely incredible. It was managed quite well, the staff were super friendly, and the food was bursting with flavor. Honestly, it was the complete opposite of what the Netherlands and France stand for. But maybe they learned how to adapt to Southeast Asia. I mean, they have been around here for some centuries. By the way, it's also this lounge that you get access to when you fly Korean Air in business class. They fly the same route as Air Premia, almost at the same time, together with 8 other airlines, them being Jin Air, Air Busan, Asiana Airlines, Thai Air Asia, Thai Airways, T-Way Air, EastarJet and Jeju Air. However, Korean Air is the only one that will provide you with access to this particular lounge. After a while of getting the most of the free food and booze, we decided to not miss our flight and headed to our gate. Yeah. Hi. As you can see, the staff were super welcoming and the cabin looks sleek and modern. The first thing that caught my eye is the incredible 35 inches of legroom, or 89 centimeters for those of you who actually use reasonable units of measurement. Just to put it in perspective, that's a lot. I'm 1 meter 85, about 6'1", and I could easily stretch my legs. This, my friend, is what premium means to me, and it's so refreshing to see an airline actually giving you some damn space. Plus, we've got an adjustable headrest, which makes a real difference and renders this ridiculous looking neck pillow I've been lugging around all day completely useless. By the way, the price tag for this flight was not premium at all, just $144 per person for this 5.5 hour flight. That's what Air Premia is all about, and I absolutely love it. Also, just to be clear, this video is not sponsored. I have fewer than 3,000 subscribers, feel free to sub, so don't think any airline is paying me. But honestly, Air Premia is great. And since an honest opinion also includes the negatives, we'll get to those once we've taken off. One downside of Air Premia was booking with an international credit card. I tried 3 or 4 cards and kept getting error messages. I ended up booking on another platform where I couldn't choose seats. When I tried to book seats on Air Premia site, same error message. So no window seat for us this time. Also, the food was a bit of a letdown, but we'll dive into that later. There was no dinner service, which allowed me plenty of time to explore the Inflight Entertainment. The content is mainly for a Korean audience, with most of the available options in Korean. But yeah, I mean, Air Premia is a Korean airline and most passengers are Korean, so that's okay I guess. I ended up watching a Korean movie with English subtitles called The Golden Holiday, and honestly, it was pretty entertaining. If you're looking to binge your own shows, however, make sure to have them downloaded on your device. There's also Wi-Fi offering 1 hour of free chat and full flight internet for $39.95 but I decided to skip the internet this time. A bit of digital detox never hurt anyone. I mean, I've reached a point where I'm proud if I can get through an entire YouTube video instead of falling into an endless loop of reels. Sad but true, if you have the same problem, put your phone away and live a little. Trust me that it's worth it. Or at least watch my videos instead of endless AI generated junk. Speaking of unhealthy junk, the duty-free prices were a pleasant surprise. Half of what you'd pay on some other airlines. Dreaming of cheap cigarettes and sweet liquor, I drifted off to sleep. The recline was remarkable, and thanks to the great legroom and the adjustable headrest, I didn't wake up until breakfast was being served. It was a bit nasty that breakfast was served in the middle of the flight, around 2 AM Thai time. Naturally, they turned on the cabin lights and all of the seats had to be upright, so there went our sleep. But I suppose there was a reason for this. The entire flight was pretty bumpy, with turbulence forcing the meal service to stop multiple times. They probably had to serve breakfast so early or risk running out of time altogether. But let me tell you, the crew was absolutely stellar. They managed to start and stop the service like pros, making sure everyone was safe, always with a smile and a professional attitude. I've heard great things about the Air Premia crew and I can definitely vouch for that. Now onto the food. I was a bit disappointed. The presentation was nice and definitely something different. But let's be real, the taste is what counts. And unfortunately, I got some kind of porridge with no flavor whatsoever. I know that in Thailand they eat something similar for breakfast and it's really popular there, so maybe it's the same in Korea, but it didn't do it for me. Usually Korean food is packed with flavor and sometimes quite spicy. I mean, have you heard about those Korean noodles being recalled in Denmark because they were too spicy? Okay, maybe Denmark isn't exactly the culinary capital of the world, but still, those noodles are seriously spicy. Having lived in Thailand for 3 years, spiciness is no problem for me. I consider myself a pro. I've mastered the art of eating spicy food without breaking a sweat. Seriously, you can't tell from my face if something is spicy. I've got it down to science. I was a bit surprised that the meal served tastes like water, but I guess that's because breakfast is a different story than other meals of the day. It was one of the very few times I didn't finish my meal because I really didn't like it. But despite the food, I really enjoyed the flight. I mean, for just $140, you can't complain, right? And when you add amazing service, a comfortable seat, and unparalleled legroom on top of that, it's a win. So from this flight, I can confidently recommend Air Premia. South Korea has some fantastic airlines, and I'm excited to try them out in the future. Oh, and did you know North Korea has an airline too? Check out my video on Air Koryo for that adventure. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll see you next week.